Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hodge. So this new show is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, just get them through SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge, at checkout. You actually get $20 off for any ticket for any event in the entire world. Just use my last name, code Hodge, at checkout over on SeatGeek. Alright, let's jump into this episode with the first news story of the day. So the first news story of the day is about none other than KAYLA BRAXTON. So if you guys have not heard, KAYLA BRAXTON has officially announced she is leaving the WWE. If you don't know who KAYLA BRAXTON is, she's the backstage interview lady. She's been there for a very long time. She's been there for 8 years, believe it or not. It doesn't feel like 8 years. Apparently she came in 2016, and I think I remember when she came in 2016. I'm like, who the heck is this? Who is this? Who is this replacing Renee or whatever? I was like so upset back then. But basically, KAYLA BRAXTON, she has stuck around, she proved herself, and she did a great job. Now a lot of people are upset she's leaving. I'm upset she's leaving. I got used to her. She's been there since 2016. She's been there for freaking 8 years. But she announced that she's leaving after 8 years to go pursue other things in her career, and that was basically it. That's the thing about the whole like backstage interviewer thing, or any of these people they bring in who are like, I don't know, like journalist people who were like working for other media companies before WWE. Like WWE was not their dream. WWE was not the goal. They just kind of ended up there because they were in the broadcasting kind of career path. So, I mean, this is kind of one of those things, is like you work for this one company for a while and then you want to move on and upgrade to a different company. And like WWE was not the goal to begin with. So basically she did very well. She learned a lot in the WWE, I'm sure, but she's done. She's on to move on to something else. And yeah, so KAYLA BRAXTON apparently will no longer be part of WWE, and they'll be having all new people replace them. But so they were starting to do that anyway. They were starting to switch things up and have just different people more often. But KAYLA was like a familiar face there, but she will no longer be with the WWE. So ladies and gentlemen, it is now that time. Ladies and gentlemen, go and get your juice boxes. Get your juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. Alright, the first rumor of the day will be about the Royal Rumble, more specifically the Royal Rumble next year, Royal Rumble 2025, and where in the heck is it going to be? So I don't know why we already know this, considering we don't know where the rest of the premium live events for 2024 are going to be. Like, we know, I think, of course, we know SUMMERSLAM is going to be in Cleveland, Ohio. We know Money in the Bank is going to be up there in Toronto, Canada. I'm going to be there doing the King of Vlog stuff, vlog for you guys. Hopefully you guys are excited for that, because that's going to be a big thing for the channel, going to Canada for Money in the Bank. We also know after SummerSlam, we're doing Bash in Berlin, which is obviously in Berlin, Germany. But after that, the entire rest of the year, after August 2024, what is the whole fall and winter time of premium live events looking like? We have no idea. We don't know where they're going to be, but for some reason we know the Rumble. Anyway, let's talk about next year. Let's talk about January 2025. Let's talk about the Royal Rumble 2025. Where is it going to be? So this rumor is saying the Royal Rumble 2025 will be in the Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. That's going to be cool. So that's the Indianapolis Colts NFL stadium, NFL football stadium is, they're going to do it. That's a very large venue for it, and I think it's a great venue. I'm actually excited about this one. So yeah, Royal Rumble 2025, Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana, looks to be hosting the 25 Rumble. Alright, the next rumor of the day is about Ronda Rousey. I know most wrestling fans are sick about hearing about Ronda, and they just want to just pretend like she was never in the WWE. So if you guys don't know the update and all the crap that's been going on about Ronda Rousey, basically she left the WWE, right? Her contract expired, she's not renewing, she doesn't want to be a wrestler anymore, she wouldn't have another baby now or whatever. She has a book coming out, so she's talking a whole bunch of crap about WWE and how awful it was and how horrible it was, just to kind of get attention for the book, I guess. But basically, she was asked, would she ever return to WWE or return to professional wrestling again? She basically said she will never return to WWE, and as for professional wrestling, it would be on the indies. She did some indie show in California, apparently, and that went well, and she liked that because it was just one night commitment. She said it would be like very, very slow on the dates. It would be like probably less than part-time, and she just works on the indie dates or something like that, which I don't see the point of doing that, but nonetheless, who knows what's next for Ronda. But I don't know if WWE would even be willing to re-sign her after all the public crap that she's talked about them. But then again, look at CM Punk. So you never know, but Ronda Rousey, I don't see her coming back to WWE. As far as wrestling, and maybe some indie shows will sign her, or who knows, maybe AEW will want to do something with her for a very limited amount of dates. I don't know. Nonetheless, that's what Ronda's saying about a WWE return, or not even a WWE return, a pro wrestling return, I guess. But take it with a grain of salt, and who really cares? Because Ronda, most wrestling fans are done with her. And they were done with her even when she was in the company, because her second run was not really good at all. Maybe this is just all opinion talking, but like Ronda Rousey, don't trash talk the company. Like Ronda Rousey, don't trash talk the business. You're supposed to leave this business better than you found it, not trash talk it when you decide it's not for you. All right, the next rumor is about Uncle Howdy. So Uncle Howdy finally has I don't know what to say, it debuted, returned, I guess returned, this faction's debuted. We got the Wyatt 6. I absolutely loved it. This is gonna be like a highlight of 2024, definitely. But basically, this rumor is what is gonna be the first feud of Uncle Howdy. Okay, so no one really knows. And I'm just kind of saying this myself, but it does look like they are leading towards that direction by the way they kind of planned it on TV. So, when Uncle Howdy debuted, okay, so there were a lot of people attacked in the locker room by the Wyatt 6, right? There was a lot of people attacked. But none of them, all of them were nobodies, right? They were literally no one we recognized because you were not supposed to recognize them because they were extras. They were extras they brought in, I guess, from the Performance Center or who knows where. And basically they weren't NXT people, they weren't on TV, it would be people that no one would know, except one person. And that one person everyone recognized was Chad Gable. So that could lead you into the rumor of, what is Uncle Howdy's first feud gonna be? The Wyatt 6? What is the first thing gonna be doing? Well, maybe we're gonna have Uncle Howdy versus Chad Gable for a little bit of a warm-up feud. Because every time they bring in like a new talent or something, and of course Bo Dallas is not a new talent, but like it's starting up something new that they want a lot of steam behind, a lot of stuff. They'll have that warm-up feud to kind of open up the feud. They're not gonna just take the new person right up who wasn't even on TV and put them right in the championship match. They gotta work their way up, and I believe Gable might actually be Uncle Howdy's first feud, because why in the heck would you have just one person on the main roster attacked? Just random for no reason? I think it was for a reason. I think it's definitely gonna be Uncle Howdy's first feud is gonna be Chad Gable. I believe that's what's gonna happen, but honestly, we will just have to wait and see what happens. But I'm sure everything was done with a purpose. Everything was done for a reason, and there's gotta be a reason Gable's the only recognizable person who was attacked by the Wyatt 6. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and this is it. This is your final news story. Final rumor, final thing we talked about inside this episode of WWE News Rumors. This is about none other than SummerSlam 2024. So SummerSlam is coming up literally not that far away. It's of course the show after Money in the Bank. I'm excited for Money in the Bank. I gotta keep promoting the vlog, guys. This is gonna be a huge trip, my first ever international vlog. Cannot wait to be there. But SummerSlam's gonna be really cool as well. SummerSlam, the biggest party this summer, like what, the second biggest WWE show of the year. So this one is about some rumored matches we're gonna be having. So currently this is looking like your main event cards or matches for SummerSlam. So SummerSlam, it looks for the Universal Championship. We're gonna have Cody Rhodes defending his title against Solo. So that'll be happening. Now we're gonna be going over, I guess, to the US title. We're gonna have Logan Paul defending his title actually against LA Knight. Which, you know, they're building a lot of this stuff up on TV already, so you can kind of already see where things are going. It's kind of like a question, are they building this up for Money in the Bank, or are they building this up for SummerSlam is the question, or are they just doing the both matches, like they'll just have like one match there and one match there and keep the feud going? I don't know. And the final match that is rumored to be happening at SummerSlam is going to be none other than Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, if CM Punk is okay after getting beat up. And that was kind of the thing that happened, you know, on Friday this week, of CM Punk just getting absolutely destroyed by Drew McIntyre, being like, is this just a way to kind of like stretch the feud out and write Punk off TV so he can get healed up a little bit longer and kind of stretch out the feud to not actually have this match until SummerSlam? Like, of course, I'm going to Money in the Bank, so I was hoping the match was going to be at the Money in the Bank show, but I don't think it is, considering they're kind of writing Punk off TV for a little while and just kind of stretching out the feud. I think we're not going to have this match until SummerSlam. But honestly, we'll just have to wait and see. SummerSlam's shaping up to be a really great show. I just wish we had a little more Money in the Bank action going on. I want some excitement for Money in the Bank, because I love Money in the Bank. Out of all the shows, of course, besides, you know, WrestleMania or anything like that, Money in the Bank has got to be like my favorite pay-per-view. And I really, really want it to be as big as it possibly can be. And of course, this is in Toronto, Canada. This is an international show, but it's actually in the time zone it's normally in. It starts at the normal prime time hour. It's gonna be a huge Canada trip. It's gonna be a huge adventure, and I'm gonna vlog my experience for you guys through the lens of this very camera. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. But yeah, I want to see some more excitement for Money in the Bank, but SummerSlam, of course, second biggest show of the year. They're really building it up, and it's going to be really, really cool. But I want to make the Money in the Bank really, really cool as well. This summer in wrestling, I wanted to make a summer to remember forever, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to do. So there you guys have it. That's actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories and rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm your one and only undisputed king of vlog style, Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.